Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of PGR2 Platinum Handicap playthrough, and in this part we are jumping into the Roadster series to have a look at this. And in the last series we were in the Pacific Muscle, which is one of the most balanced out of the lot, and this is straight back to being incredibly unbalanced, this class. There are only 6 cars in it, and the order is quite easy from worst to best, but yeah, the AC 427 is just so much quicker than anything else in here. It just ruins the class completely. But anyway, we'll still go through the car order. So in last place we've got the Vauxhall VX220, which is just terrible. It's non-turboed, it's just really slow. The handling's not even that good. It's not brilliant at all. And then we've got the other starter car, which is the Renault Spider. That's got better handling. It's actually not too bad. Again, it's pretty slow though, but it does feel quite a bit quicker than the Vauxhall. So those are the 2 starter cars. Then we jump up a bit to the Roadster, which is quite a bit better than both of them. It's good handling, decent acceleration. The top speed's not very good, but in all of these tracks that we have for this series, top speed doesn't really come into play too much. I think there's one overtake where it's going to come into play, but that's about it really. So they're the bottom 3. Then there's quite a big jump actually to the next 2, which are the Lotus 340R and the Caterham 7, fighting for the second spot. But the Lotus 340R is in 3rd place. It's actually got horrendous understeer. Yeah, I don't really enjoy driving this car too much. It's slightly quicker in a straight line than the Caterham in terms of acceleration. The Caterham's got terrible top speed. Again, that only comes into play on one track though, but the Lotus just has so much worse handling, the 340R. So that's going in 3rd place, and the Caterham's quite a bit better for circuit tracks, so that's in 2nd place. But still, it's just absolutely miles behind the car in 1st, which is the 427. It's just got mad acceleration. It just absolutely destroys anything in the class. And that's why it's so unbalanced. It could have been a lot more balanced if they put something else in there, but yeah, that completely ruins it. But anyway, we'll go into the first event, which is a timed run, which obviously in most of these events you would pick the AC 427, but for the timed run in Sydney, I managed to do this in the Caterham, second best car in the class, and it was very close, to be honest. I tried it in the 340R, but I couldn't quite do it. It's quite a few seconds off, to be honest. So we'll go in the Caterham, and we shall do this. 141.5 for 2 laps. Right, we'll try and do the business round here. This car's pretty good up until its top speed, which is very low. But like I said, it doesn't really come into play too much. It's got to be nice and smooth with the lines. And we're just about to go through this section where the game glitches and a barrier disappears, which is there. I've forgotten what we actually need per lap, but hopefully this should be quick enough. I think we might be just about alright. Using this car, it's going to be very close whether it's possible to do it. Like I said, in the 340R, I just couldn't quite do it. It's just the handling lets it down massively. Oh, that wasn't good. It's quite easy to send this car into a drift, to be honest. I think the first lap was definitely quicker. Oh, have we done it? I reckon that was just over half a second. So, if you practice the right lines in the car, it's a good challenge, but it is possible. Just over half a second. So, yeah, we're getting close to not being able to do that. And like I said, in the 340R, I just can't go around the corners quick enough. That's the main issue with that car. So yes, Caterham can do that, and obviously the AC can do that. All the other cars can get gold though. So there is that. I don't actually know how much slower gold is. Oh, look at the difference there. I don't think this class is well balanced at all as well with the medals. That's a huge difference, isn't it? 12.5 seconds, is it? Or 11.5. 11.5 seconds for that, which is crazy. Right, now we come to the first out of 2 cone challenges. This one's not too bad. It's the same track that is the cone challenge in the Compact Sports Series. And we are going to use the worst car for it, which is the VX220. You don't need a quick car for this at all. It's quite a small track. Obviously, it's going to be harder with this car, but it's still not too bad. Obviously, because we're using this car, it's going to be a lot harder than it should be, this one, just because of the speed of this thing. If you're using the 427, then it's going to be pretty easy, although it is quite quick, to the point where it's actually easier to crash into the cones because of the speed of it. I prefer going out wide there and sliding in. You've got less chance of hitting the cone, so you can line yourself up a bit nicer. But yeah, the next cone challenge after this is crazy hard in this car. Luckily, this one's a very small track. That wasn't really ideal, that. But we're just about quick enough. I didn't really have enough speed going through there. Nice slide around there, though. We should be fine, but I might just chuck a few more slides in. And then they just actually destroyed that. There we go, though. Not too bad at all. I probably would have done it without the extra slides there. But yeah, not too bad in that car, really, considering the size track. So obviously everything can do platinum in that if you can do it in that car. And then we move up to a street race, which is on a tiny circuit in Sydney. Yeah, this is quite difficult, this one as well. You got the AC427 in first and the Caterham in second place. But I did manage to do it in a 340R, but this is pretty difficult. You basically reel the 427 in per lap, and then you can try and get him in a close enough distance to dive bomb him. And yeah, but this car, I just do not like driving this car at all. The understeer is really horrible, but yeah, we'll give it a go. I've managed to dive bomb him twice now, and both times it's not come off for me. Hit with that horrible understeer again. This car is horrible to drive. And had a few terrible corners there, but we're only 1.4 seconds behind, which isn't too bad. We don't gain much time through this track, though. So you've got to not lose time through this bit as best you can, and then try and gain time on this bit. To just take the understeer out of the equation by power sliding round. We're at 1.1 seconds. Oh, we crashed really badly then. That's a big help. That is a big help. That's not actually happened before. And we can actually slide up the inside on that number 3. That is a record so far. Until he dive bombs me, I was expecting it. That's so bad around these corners. I've ruined that as well. Doesn't help, but he does that, it's fine. But he catches so much on the straights. He's crash padded there again. There's a couple of corners there. They always do that for some reason. Man, this was tough. You've got to make sure you don't do that, basically, on that corner, because that's so easy to do it. That one took quite a few attempts, but luckily, on the third lap on that one, he did crash quite badly into that wall. So I've managed to catch him up in the 340R. So I managed to do that in the Caterham and the 340R, but the Lotus Elise is just too slow. I can't really get near him on that one. It could be possible. Anything's possible in these street races, but I couldn't manage to do that. Right, now we moved on to another timed run. And again, this is going to be the same as the other one, where the Caterham can do it because of its better handling, but I couldn't do it in a 340R. So we're going to go in the Caterham. 1 minute 50. Again, there's 2 laps. I think we need a 55.2. Which is doable, but pretty difficult. I need to remember that, because it's going to be close per lap. There's a few of them in here where it's like incredibly close to doing it. That wasn't too bad, actually. That was slow. $55.2. It's a magic number. It's just about alright. Oh my god, that is pretty much bang on. We've got a 10th in the bag. I think, if my calculations are right. I guess we can see on the splits here if this is actually any quicker. It doesn't feel like it. Just missed a gear there as well. Oh no, it doesn't say on the splits. My bad. Must be after we've completed it and we go back and try it again. Oh, that's going to be close as hell. Oh, that's nice. That was a much better lap. I think that was at least half a second quicker. So that's pretty much the same as the first timed run, where we passed by just over half a second, 6/10. I think it was 6/10 on the first one as well. So again, I did practice that one quite a lot. You do have to absolutely smash both laps on that. Yeah, it's 0.583 for the first one and 0.650, so actually incredibly close for both of them. And yeah, the other cars could get gold. I forgot to mention as well in the street race, all the other cars could get gold that I didn't try it in, and or couldn't get platinum in. Sorry, and then in timed run, everything else could get gold apart from the AC Cobra and the Caterham. So moving on to the Overtake, and just because of the huge straights on here, I could actually only get platinum in the AC 427, but this is 1 out of 2 times that we have to use this car, which I don't think is too bad considering how overpowered this thing is. And it goes from being impossible in any other car to incredibly easy in this car. So again, that's not very amazingly balanced for this, because overtakes generally are quite easy. So we've got to overtake 7 cars within 4 minutes, and the handicap I'm going to set myself is I have to overtake the last car with 1 minute remaining on the clock. So that's what we're going to go for. I have to get used to this car's brakes and power. Going from the Caterham into this is like a different world in terms of handling. You have to brake so much more before you usually do. Yeah, this is a monster, this thing. But yeah, the developers literally made this class, tested it, and then thought, yep, that seems fair, we'll go ahead with that, putting this car in it. But it's just bonkers. But on a positive note, it's really fun to drive. I've just messed that up completely. I've got to clean up the lap if I'm going to do this, because I remember it's quite close. A bit sliding to get around the corner there. The speed of this thing can catch you out around some of these circuits as well. It's monstrously quick. Right, so we've got 3 cars to go. I've actually only got a minute left, to be honest. For my own time, I've set myself. I've got the Mercedes. Funny enough, I think the Mercedes is actually behind the BMW. Is this the BMW? Right on the corner, it is. I was expecting the Mercedes to be in front of it, but the game's decided that the BMW is better. I've got 42 seconds to catch up the Cayenne. Which admittedly isn't the most. It's not been too bad so far though. There was a couple corners ruined, but other than that... There he is. We've got 10 seconds. Oh, did it with 3 to go. Right, so there's the handicap done. So, pretty close, to be honest, but having a minute left on an overtake is actually ridiculous. But yeah, I'll just fast forward this to the end. And there we go. Yeah, that's just crazy easy. But yeah, there's only one more event that we have to use the AC, which isn't actually too bad, considering. So, yeah, the other cars... See, every other car could get gold in that. That, again, is like the craziness of how balanced this is. 5 cars, so that's a huge difference. 5 cars for gold in 4 minutes. So even the Vauxhall could do gold on that, which is crazy. Right, and we come to actually the 3rd timed run. For the amount of events that are in here, there's actually a lot of timed runs here. So we're on to the 3rd timed run in Edinburgh, and in this one... I managed to do it again in the Caterham, but this time I could just about do it. Like, I think this is the hardest out of the lot. In the 340R, this is like milliseconds being able to do this. So we need 120.25 per lap, and there's 2 laps on this track. And in this car, it is not easy, especially because of that. There's a little section there with really tight corners, and this car does not like it at all. Right, first attempt, I got 120.7 on the first lap, which is not quick enough. So I've really got to be on it with this. The hardest bit is doing 2 laps in a row that are very good. Just getting this thing round the damn corners is so difficult. It's got so much understeer. Have to slide around that corner as well, because that understeer is big time into the wall on that one. Right, this has been a decent lap. It's still going to be very close, though, if it's possible. Could have used the runoff slightly more there. Right, we're looking for a 120.2. 120, dead. We've not got much in the bank at all there, really. And that was quite slow. Oh, I've just stopped turning there as well. If I hit the wall at all, it's game over. You have to go so slow through that corner, it's horrible. This is going to be super close. I don't think that was that quick, that lap, though. That was decent. Come on. Oh, that was actually a really quick lap, that second one. I think that's the quickest I've done. Which is strange, because it felt slow for some reason. I actually passed that by nearly a second. That is odd. So I must have been about 7/10 up on the second lap there. Crazy stuff. But yeah, it is possible in the 340R, but you've really got to tame that car around that track because it's just very annoying. And everything else can get gold in that. That's a familiar theme. If it can't get platinum in this, it can pretty much do gold. But yeah, we've got 5 events left. And here we come to the most annoying one, probably, of the lot, which is this huge cone challenge in this car. And you do have to slide in a couple places in this to keep the combo going because this car's too slow to do it. So we need 2 laps of linking the combo around the entire thing. 19,225 for this. Oh, is that going to be quick enough? Just to do a little slide there. And a nice early one here. We don't drop the combo. These good lines are really important. Right, this bit's annoying. Hopefully that's quick enough. Come on. Just. This is hard. Can I link this bit? Yes. Usually drop the combo there as well. Right, second lap. Come on. I've been here a couple times. That's good enough. That was a slide. Nice long one. Oh, come on. We're so close to this now. Oh, nearly lost control. Right, we're quick enough. Come on. Yes. Please. Yes, I think I did it. Oh, God. I was at that for so long. Oh, I'm so happy I did that. I didn't need the extra slides in the end, but there's too many places in that to drop the combo in that car. It's actually mental. I think I dropped it in a different place each lap. Oh, that was actually... yeah, that was the most difficult thing I've done so far in the game. I'm not sure if anything will top that, especially for a cone challenge. But yes, managed to do that in the VX220, and of course that's possible in every other car there. Oh, that was actually quite stressful, that one. And in the next one, it's a one-on-one, and we're going to do the same thing. And use the Vauxhall, because I believe every other car is possible to beat the AC427, just because of the type of track this is. I think we start on the straight, obviously it's going to get away, but then there's a couple corners in where we can sort of make a dive bomb move and then try and block him. So it's not going to be easy, but we'll try it. This is all about the first lot of corners. See if we can catch him up. That's quite quick. Oh, I've really just ruined that. But hopefully I should be able to dot bomb him here. Right, now this is a big challenge here because the mismatch in speed between these two is not even funny. So you just got to defend well. I didn't actually mean to pick the same colour as him, but that just happened. So it's only 2 laps, which is lucky. But this straight's going to pose a bit of an issue. Plus, this car is actually not brilliant at handling either. You'd think it'd be better. This is a bit of an issue, this straight here. Oh, God, he's going to have to try and do the same thing here. I tried to go for him, but he's just too quick. You don't even have enough reaction time to get him there. Oh, he's just crashed. That's lucky. If we can stay far enough ahead, we might be alright, actually. It's not even funny how slow this car is. Here he comes again. Oh, wow. That went worse for me than him, I think, there. That's the risk you take trying to block them. Oh, this is not going to be a good ending. Oh, that was a bit more slidey than I anticipated. Oh dear. Yes, just managed to do that at the end there. Again, that is pretty lucky, that one. Just depends how you can sort of pin him and block him and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, just about possible in the VX220. So that's 2 events that we've used that. So that's a nice surprise. So we've got 3 left to go. We've got 2 street races and a speed camera. I believe... What have we got then? So in this street race, there's 2 AC427s, and in the last one, there's only 1. But in this one, I think the AI drive pretty poorly in quite a few places, so it is possible to do something a little different. So I tried it in the Caterham, I managed that. I tried it in the Lotus 340R, and I just about managed that. And then, funny enough, I tried over and over again in the Elise, and just about managed to do it. So we're going to try it in this. I think that's right, wasn't it? Yeah. And then in the Renault and the Vauxhall, I got gold. I couldn't do it in those. This is up there with the cone challenge in difficulty. Trying to do this, you have to get quite lucky. The 2 Cobras have to fight each other. And yeah, you have to do the first corner right, get rid of all the other cars in the field, and then focus on them too. They don't overtake on this bit for some reason. He says as he takes me out on the final corner. Fuck. Oh, you're an absolute tosspot. Yes, come on. There's no way. Please say that's first place. Four milliseconds. That was probably the best start I've ever had so far. Oh, that guy's right in the way. I've got to hope these guys still fight. Bit too far behind, I think. Really. Depends if they take each other out again. Problem is, we've got to hold off this guy and try and get ahead of him now. He's gone really slow around there for some reason. We may have a slight lifeline, but that Cobra behind me is going to ruin everything. Yeah, this is over. I'm going to be extremely lucky to win this from this point. This is the 4th time I've been in this position on the last lap. Yes. Oh my god, that took me so long. I've been going at that for probably an hour and a half, at least. I might show you the how close some of those were. One of the times I was 4 milliseconds behind, and it was on that last corner about 3 or 4 times. Oh, I don't know why I just did that to myself. That is ridiculous. That is the worst event so far by an absolute mile. Oh, that, yeah. In the 340R, it's relatively okay, but in that at least, that is ridiculous. It's complete luck dependent on how the other two drive. The other ACs drive, but we've only got 2 left to go now. Oh, man. How long have I been recording for now? That was a long time. 2 hours, 40 minutes altogether. And that was probably most of that time, just on that. Right, second to last event, we've got a speed camera in the AC427, because that is the only one that can do platinum, and that's not really a surprise. 86 miles per hour. Then every one of them can do gold, apart from the VX220, the Vauxhall. I don't actually know what speed that goes, but it's a few miles per hour off hard. But I think, what did I do for this? 88 miles per hour, that's the handicap for this. Okay, this 88 is actually quite hard to get. Got 87 a few times. There we go. You have to do it in manual. You can't do it in automatic, so it'll change the 3rd gear. And that'll obviously drop your speed down, but at the top of 2nd gear, you can just about get 88 miles per hour. So I don't think that's possible to get any quicker than that, because obviously you'd have to change gear. But that's the 2nd time we've used the AC, and the last time we have to use it. So we only had to use it for an overtake and a speed camera in the entire of this, which isn't actually too bad. But we move on to the last street race, which is against 1 AC Cobra. But it drives a lot better than it does in that street race that we just did in the Elise. And I couldn't catch it up in the 340R. It's just not good enough on that track, and the computer drives too well. So I managed to do it in the Caterham, though. I might just go into the normal colours, actually. Yeah, this is not too bad in this car. It's not obviously as bad as in the Elise, but there's only 1 Cobra that we have to overtake, so that's where it's better. I've got to chase him down. He's fairly far ahead at this point. Is that 2 seconds? 1.9. Right, this is the part where he drives slow. Not really gained anything through there at all. Right, possibly gained a bit through there. We're only gaining slightly on him here. I need to get into his slipstream. This could be it. I'm not sure. It's probably going to end badly for me, though. Oh, I managed to get ahead. Oh, shit. Start power sliding. Yes, just about. The first lap was a bit dodgy with my cornering. Oh, just about managed to catch up, though. Only a couple corners from the end. That is pretty difficult as well, that one, to be honest. Yes, but we have managed to do all of them and only use the AC twice, and we've unlocked the Classic Series. But, yeah, we could actually use, well, we did use a variety of cars there. It's quite good, really. The only one we didn't use is the Renault Spider, because it's not amazingly better than the Vauxhall, so they're fairly closely matched. Obviously, the Renault's got better handling. But I was quite surprised, actually, with what you could do in that. The Caterham is much more capable than I thought. So I'll just pop up the medal spreadsheet, as per usual, have a little look at that. And obviously, the AC can do full platinum. But I was surprised at the Caterham, only 2 behind on 53 points. It couldn't do the overtake and the speed camera. And then the Lotus 340Rs, 50 points, so 3 behind the Caterham, 5 behind the AC. There was a couple of time runs in there that it struggled with. And a street race at the end there, couldn't do that in that car. Then the Lotus Elise was 48, Renault Spider 47, and Vauxhall 46. So there's actually majority gold there, to be honest. Only 1 silver medal in the whole thing. I'm quite surprised the Vauxhall could get gold on a lot of that, considering it's so far behind the AC there. But I think this was the only series where there wasn't 2 cars drawn on points. As you can see, they've all got different points, so there's no 2 cars that had identical points there. But yeah, that's the table. And next time we've got the Classic Series, and this has actually got the most cars in the group, or in any of the classes, sorry. I think it's got 10, or maybe even 11, possibly 11 cars. There's a lot of cars in here. Quite decent, actually, with what we can use in here. It's fairly surprising, some of the stuff. Only 1 cone challenge, and there's quite a lot of different types of events in that one, so that'd be good. Same amount of events, though, but there's more cars, obviously. So that's the end of this episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed, as always, and I'll catch you for the Classic Series.